Guten Morgen, Danmark. Pardon me, because I don't know much of the Danish language, or dansk, if I actually can say so myself. And the time right now is 6:50 in the morning on, Dion, what day is it? It's supposed to be a flight tog, or from the Adventsen of April. I wanted to actually play this audio really quick after this image you see here that I basically found on Reddit. Ein, zwei, drei. Volo, hjælpes til Erika. I don't understand this. I really don't. And yes, I basically said I don't understand in dansk, in Danish, by the way, because I did study a little bit of Danish on Duolingo, believe it or not, because I find the language really fascinating, along with norsk. Og basically means and Low German. Okay, not Low German, Low Danish. Basically Danish, but a mixture of German. I made up my own language. I tried to, along with Finnish, right? Basically, the video that you see here, excuse me, I have to apologize. I just thought I can actually would make a global awareness on this when it comes to people that are immigrants in our countries. Basically, the text that you see from the image, right, of this white Danish man, well, obviously, because most Danes are white, aka Scandinavian, right? He basically, for some odd reason, okay, I found this out yesterday, and I kept the page open. I apologize, I'm like half asleep here. I'm like, maybe like 70% asleep, but I'm still have a lot of energies. It's my insomnia. Basically, he was harassing an Arab janitor, I believe, because he is wearing some type of uniform, because you can see that the Arab man, he basically is wearing his gloves, right? It's supposed to be baby blue, and he actually has his mop, and I'm thinking this is, Dion, where would this be taking place? You know, he's facing niche, Dion, he's facing niche. I'm not sure where. It looked like it's like an airport or somewhere in Denmark. I don't know, though. It's definitely had to be somewhere out of Copenhagen. But basically, the text from the video is, it says here, when you think Denmark is the safe country, not with these assholes. Hope the right people can share this at politic. I cannot really read that. I think that's supposed to be from a TikTok profile that I found that basically posted kind videos on you know, this actually that's it, really. They don't post any videos. But basically, I found this on Reddit, on the PublicFreakout subreddit, by a user named Sergeant Senex. And honestly, as someone that really loves languages and always wanted to travel, and plus the image that you see here is basically that same white Dane hole that decided, okay, Danish asshole, excuse me, that decided to actually harass this poor Arab man that is just doing his job. It looks like an airport. I don't know, though. The place is huge. You know, just to get by. And basically, he is, I'm guessing, my opinion, Islamophobic. Of course, not every Arab is Muslim. There are Arabs out there that basically are atheists, or that could be Buddhists. You know, it depends on like the country of their origin. But the reason why I want to share this, okay, as from what I basically have learned a little bit about Denmark, and for the ones that are basically new here, my name is Dion und Volkanen. I think we apologize. I like to mix up Danish with German. I gotta study more of my Danish on Duolingo, even though the site had to use a stupid new layout. I hate it so much. Um, it really concerns me that I understand. Okay, Israel Denmark, um, is facing to that direction, right? Reistig, it's because just to give a little bit more backstory of what is going on with this country. Basically, it's okay to be Muslim. You just cannot. I can't explain it. So what I basically have learned from like Vice and basically the channel Vice, right? They did a documentary about this of how being Muslim is not really accepted in Denmark because the Danes believe that for Muslims, well, thanks to the ones that basically like to rape Danes, I suppose, or like the actual people that are in that country that immigrate from Arab land, right? Basically, they do not like allow, let's just say, for like women that wear hijabs, right? Or maybe you just studying the Quran, right? Which I understand, but this is just too far, because the thing is that what I really understand about Denmark is that they don't want their country to lose their culture. I definitely understand that because if you're in that country, you do have to respect the culture, of course, right? But what the Danes kind of don't understand here is that there are so many Muslims on this earth, right? In the Arab world, and yes, that's understandable. Like I did not want the Danes to basically being pressured to having like their kiddelen in school learning the Muslim religion, if I can actually say so for myself, realistic. And basically, it's just I have to be apologized. I'm not really good at doing these videos. It takes so much research. I don't want to cook my artistic brain. I don't, because I'm fucking exhausted, right? Basically, I'm just saying this in my own word. I'm not gonna bother doing this on a list anymore. Okay? Basically, Denmark it's kind of funny though. It's realistic. Because the thing is that they like I think like 70% of the country is Christian, but like only a handful go to church. So Danes are not really religious people. That's why if you're basically are gay or are a different race, they don't really give a damn. They don't, right? It's just that basically they don't want to be forced to follow these religions and whatnot, for their country, right? I can't really explain it too far, but the thing is that I forgot to show another screenshot. Ugh, it takes a lot because I got to do this ahead, right? This what you see here is basically this man that decided to be Islamophobic and drunk because there are some comments on this video from that page of people asking why this girl was filming, right? Well, it's because this man is acting like a nut job. And basically, he hates anyone that apparently is Arab. It's ridiculous. There's a lot of Arabs that do live in Europe. A lot of people need to know that. And if I should look up on Wikipedia, basically the second largest city, I cannot pronounce it by the way, called Aarhus. It's kind of like the size of the city that we live in. My Bulatud Onich. For example, Vekel is Glendale, right? Basically north of Phoenix, right? And basically they're supposed to be around like 340,000 Menschen. Aber for Aarhus, the population is 3,080 Menschen. So it'll be basically 13,000 mehr Menschen in the state. So there's basically like 30,000 more people. And the funny thing is that 5,000 of the people there are Lebanese. 4,500. This back in 2017, by the way. On Sronsig Sibitsit. are Somalians, over 4,000 are Turks, over 3,500 plus is Iraqis, and then 2,500 plus are basically Persians, right? Basically, well, Persians are not Arabs, but you get where I'm coming from, right? I mean, they're not. It's hard to explain it. It really is. They're not Muslim. They would be considered as Asian. I know it's like a gray area, but they're not Arabs though. You don't want to get them mixed with like Iraqis. Definitely different. It's like mixing up Kiwis with Aussies. But when I've basically seen this video for the first time, and this is his ugly ass face, by the way. Basically, how can I say this in German? I have to be apologized because I figured that like half of Danes could understand German a little bit. Basically, Dilmon, here in the photo, I've been greyhaired und no mit blue jeans or sky blue jeans und I'm pullover, right? Plastic. He's basically wearing, it says like EA, it looks like it says EAT on it. I'm not sure though. I can't really get the texture off of his outfit, right? But basically, I don't know what the hell he's holding, but this is basically his face that practically verbally assaulted. It looked like he almost did like a battery on him, right? I'm trying to learn more about this crime laws. It's not assault though, because he didn't really like touched him, even though he did go on his face, which is not okay, by the way, and basically just like yoinking his mop from him, not okay at all. And not to mention I think he probably did like assault and battery on the the floor filming him, right? It's not okay what he's doing. It just that I don't know what I want to say on this video. I just want to say that as someone that loves languages, that always loves to travel, okay, I wanted to share this message. Okay, I hope also for the mental hospital video that wasn't too long. I know it was hella long, but I just had to share something based off on mental health and whatnot. Us human beings shouldn't be acting like this, right? And this seeing the way this man acted. Okay, I understand it. Like, Denmark is supposedly one of the most healthiest and safest countries on earth. However, it doesn't look like it. I mean, hell, I even heard that in Sweden it's the same way, because if you are an immigrant, right, you get mistreated for no apparent reason. Like for me personally, I can't imagine if I go to Denmark, without basically having a similar issue. Even though I'm not Arab myself, right? I am mixed black, yes. Person would be seen as black. But the thing is that I can imagine if I would get the same treatment like that poor Arab janitor. I mean, he seems like a janitor from what you've seen, right? It really hurts me to see stuff like this happening, because people tend to think you're Arab. Can I just give an example? Okay, I know this would be really offensive. This isn't an you would be, you know what I mean by that, right? Terrorist, okay? I don't understand that. I really don't, okay? And being homophobic, every single fucking race out there is homophobic, or religion, doesn't matter, right? And I'm sure for a lot of Arabs that do decide to move on to basically have a healthier and happy life, as long as they don't basically push their beliefs on other people in the country, then there's no harm, right? Like out here in the U.S., as long as someone's religion, then what's the harm? You know what I mean? Hell, basically my mother don't need, for example, I might as well just share this anyway, once more, after we basically left to go to the phone repair store, because I want to go to GameStop to return in, well, I just traded in like one of the game pieces I had, right? Basically, the owner, I didn't ask where he's from, because I know that'd be a little bit private, but I could tell by the way he talks and whatnot, he's Arab, right? I even talk to him a little bit in Arabic sometimes. every time we go in there. We've only been there, well, for me, I've been there 3 times. My mother, it's basically 2 times, right? He's really sweet. Honestly, plus in that little region, it's like, it's really nice. You got some like Arab stores, a Mediterranean one, and we got a Burmese one. Oh, it's so nice. See, this is what I'm glad about being an American, that we got such diversity. Even, our state is not as diverse as New York. We still got people in other countries that want to move here. It's nice, right? I mean, hell, I even saw when my mother and I were basically driving back home. Well, before she dropped me off, we even saw like an African. Well, she looked like she may be like West African that basically passed by, right? I just want to give an example because our city, it may not be as diverse as other cities like LA or hell, New York, for example. Well, okay, maybe not that far. Chicago, right? We still got people from other countries. And that's the point of living in a country that is a first world, right? Basically to have opportunities and that basically treats, regardless of that person's from, as a human being. Not like this. And I hope to put his belly that this white Danish man in this weird outfit, right? He seems a little bit chubby, by the way. I don't know. He looked like a drunken Danish Peter Griffin or something. I don't know, without glasses. I do hope that he does get charged and having like jail sentence for that man, because what he did was really uncalled for. And Denmark, I just wanted to say, if you treat your people like this, then, Järfestedt, okay? Järfestedt. I know I'm not pronouncing it right. It's just the way I'm pronouncing it because it makes me remember your language better, right? For anyone that basically ordains. This is not what I want to see. This is out of hand. Because I'm sure that man, or whatever, like, Arab country he's from, I could definitely tell he's Arab, right? I'm sure he basically is living in Denmark for a reason, right? Basically helping his family and, just trying to get by. And yet again, he's treated like trash, okay? He's treated like rubbish. Okay, by this bloody Dane Lanka of a lad. Okay, of a bloke. Because, oh, you know what? You're Arab and you don't deserve to be in this country. It's fucked up. I mean, I don't know too much about the situation going on in Europe because we're out here in, the Venezuela, richtig? Aber die Mann ist das schlecht und a demon, man. He's like a demon if you actually ask me. I don't know. I just thought I could actually just spread awareness that for anyone that have, if you're my videos that are basically maybe Arab themselves, or hell, maybe be British that are Arab or Indian. It's really heartbreaking to see this. Or even Canadian, because I don't understand. I just don't understand why people would do this to another human being. I mean, I'm sure his life, the Arab man that he basically assaulted, or verbally assaulted for that matter, is already difficult as it is. And he decided to actually make it more difficult. I just don't get it. I could definitely tell he's Arab for sure. The reason why I cannot download the video because this is from Reddit and I cannot really find it elsewhere. Plus, it is a little bit disturbing. That's why I wanted to actually just screenshot several examples on this man. And someone said in the comments on Reddit that basically I'm thinking he's exposed over Denmark, even though Denmark is a pretty big country. It may not seem like it, but 6 million people. The country isn't that big. That's a lot of people, right? I mean, it's less popular than our state, Arizona, but that's still a lot of people, right? I mean, for Denmark, like, yeah, darn it, they're growing. Of course, they were like barely 5 million. Like, it's amazing, but like, I do hope that this man does get exposed over Danish television, because, you know, this is not okay. There are a lot of people that live in Denmark that are not Danes. You know, it's ridiculous. And as I mentioned before, the Arab man, he's doing his job, right? He's just, you know, not harming anyone. He's minding his own business, and then this man decided to just shout out to him and be mean. And the title is called "Idiot in Denmark Harassing a Janitor." Right? I mean, I see him as a janitor because he's cleaning the floor. It definitely looks like an airport. Okay, that's just my opinion. I don't know at all. Okay, because once again, we're already here in Arizona, so I don't know that much about Denmark. So please bear with me on this. I just wanted just to spread awareness, because seeing stuff like this, it does catch my attention. So other than that, I just hope that this may have taught someone basically, you know, something new today. And I'm just checking my bed because I got a stupid lump on it, because I must have, like, damaged my bed somehow. It's an air bed, by the way, because I don't like normal beds, because you would get bed bugs in it. I just hope that you probably got something out of this. And oh boy, ich bin Mord. Man, boy, was ein Blut, Typhoid of Österreich. And die Zeit is 7 on. Entschuldigung, Leute. Schlafenden Morgen. It's basically 7:12 right now. So, other than that, I just hope that you know, my voice would reach out to anyone. I do apologize. My videos may be, like, boring or not. You know, I don't know. I just want to do that I feel comfortable with and taking my time. Okay, I don't want to be all crazy or anything. We need to drop that. Okay, if that bugs you, then, well, auf Wiedersehen. Curse this man. I think that's everything. I apologize. I just hope he gets caught. Literally, it's just, you know, I mean, Denmark, you gotta do a better job than this. I mean, yeah, it happens here in the U.S., but man, like, I'm just shocked. I don't know. You know, it makes me feel awful to see Arabs, you know, little Muslims, if they're not pressuring anyone to go do such abuse. It's, you know, ridiculous.